Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
And today, we're drinking bourbon. All right, Ben. What's on the bar today?
Go long.
Go long,
I'm
turn
sorry.
left.
No, I mean like go long.
Oh.
I just couldn't help myself.
Oh.
We have Bradshaw Bourbon.
Is this a sporting bourbon?
This is Terry Bradshaw's bourbon. Neither one of us have had this. This is pretty new. This is batch number 2. So this one, we don't really know anything about the production of this.
It has a name that we've never heard of before on the
Yeah,
side.
it says it's produced by Silver Screen Bottling.
And it's that produced by that has me a little bit unnerved. It doesn't say where it's distilled.
Yeah,
And
which it legally is supposed to.
I don't know what's up with that.
So anyway, so this is a fresh bottle. Neither one of us have had this before.
Probably sourced. It does say it's from Kentucky, from Bourbon County, Kentucky, which thankfully there's plenty of good places where you can buy bourbon.
Yeah, and it's aged a minimum of 2 years, it says, and it comes in at 103.8 proof. So let's get into it.
Look at this.
Nice little cork pop there. Love that first pour. It always sounds like you're pouring half a gallon of bourbon out because it boop, 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 boop.
So what's the correct way to put the cork back in? Do you align it to where it was with the little paper thing?
I
or
do
you
because I
turn
can't.
it?
No, I have to align it. Otherwise, it
But
drives
then
me
it looks
crazy.
like it wasn't opened.
I'm fine with that.
It's now...
I don't even think you have that properly aligned.
Yeah, I
you
think
turn that around.
It's 180 degrees off.
See how satisfying that is?
No, it's not right that way either. You cut it sideways.
So,
All right.
how do you put your corks back in the bottle? I bet you there's probably, we could start if we had any people watching these or followers, we could probably really start an online debate as to whether or not you line up the...
So I think you turn it 90 degrees to the left, by the way.
That's how you do it? To
Yeah,
show that...
That way you know that it's been opened. And so the little paper tape thing is...
So, for example,
not
like this
aligned.
one, you would not be able to tell that it was open.
Yeah, that's like 31 degrees.
So you can't tell that this is an open bottle at all.
No,
I mean,
it's
you can't tell.
it's a stealth bottle. Oh.
Okay, we're getting sidetracked here.
All right, sorry, Terry. We're back at...
Yeah.
We're with you. All right, it's second down. We still got time.
So you do know who Terry Bradshaw is. Getting a... boy, I'm not getting 103 proof off of this.
It's almost like a leather and almost like a butterscotch, like a candy. Maybe not quite that sweet.
I could see the butterscotch. Yeah, it's not terribly sweet, but I can see the butterscotch is kind of where the caramel usually is.
Yeah.
Caramel is a standard bourbon note. It's in all of them. You know.
Got a name channel?
Oh, I missed that one. But yeah, I could get a little butterscotch off of that for sure.
Yeah.
It is a bit grainy. I kind of feel like the corn in this is fighting with the age. Like I'm getting a corn note, but it smells young. Let's see what it does on the taste here.
Yeah, I don't know if that's fighting or just, it's young.
Right.
Now, I would say the corn is fighting with the wood. Like it's definitely young, and it's got a really strong corn note.
It does, yeah.
Immature corn note with a little bit of the wood, flavors that the char and the spice of the wood.
A little more wood than I would expect on one that says minimum of 2 years.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. There's
that's
a
not
little,
bad at all.
Boy, this thing would be great if it had another year in the oak.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll come out with a bit longer age version of this, maybe as the brand continues.
Terry Bradshaw All-Star.
Yeah.
You can send royalties to the channel.
Yeah, I wonder if, let's see. You could have a 9-year, a 10-year, a 13-year, and a 14-year.
Oh, that'd be awesome. But he would have had to have started quite a while ago. And
sorry, I had to read that a little long. I can cut that. No, this has I feel like the palate and the nose are very different from each other.
Totally agree.
On the nose, it smells very young, and I was kind of worried it was going to be one of those ones where you get that grain forward note that I just am not a particular fan of.
Yep.
The proof wasn't coming through on the palate, but on the taste, on the nose, I'm sorry. But on the taste, it really, I think the proof comes in.
I agree. Like, I think the first taste tasted immature, but now that I've had a couple of sips, it's really good. It definitely could use more time in the oak. And I think if they come up with a limited release, it would be awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's really starting from a really great place.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if it's 73 Steelers good or whatever year it was. I don't know your sport, but
close. Yeah, I think this one, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, a little bit more time in the oak, but even just this is really good. It kind of has a dusty flavor to it, the corn. I feel like the corn is kind of like, it's got that young corn, but it also kind of has that dusty old feed corn kind of note to it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. What I'm wondering, and there's just not enough detail on the bottle, and I wish there were. Sometimes bourbons are double distilled or even triple. Mm-hmm. I wonder if maybe this is only like single distilled. Like like the process feels rushed. Like it's really, really good.
Yeah.
But it could be made a bit better and be a freaking amazing bourbon.
I think this at a lower proof would not be quite as impressive.
Yeah.
I think the proof helps it out a lot.
It does.
But that's part of the of the bourbon is the proof. So it's all part of the package. But yeah, I think that the 103 was a good choice.
It was.
I think maybe with a lot of other craft bourbons that are younger age to get production going and stuff like that. Whereas if you're a craft distillery, it's probably hard to put stuff out at 103 proof or just anywhere north of 100 because you're not getting cuts into your
stuff.
Volume.
Yeah.
But the proof really helps a young bourbon, I think.
I think you're right. You know what? This may be the first, and I don't know how craft this distillery is. You know, I mean, we may drink tons of their different products. It may be coming from a giant distillery that's just sourced. But there's a lot of craft distilleries that really are like struggling, like they're not quite there. This one's there. Like I look forward to whatever the next thing they release is.
Yeah. I've had that with a lot of craft ones too. That's a perfect way to put it. They're not quite there yet. You can tell where it's going and it's good. And again, I think a lot of that is probably the proof.
Yep.
Because I think some of those notes that are maybe the young, immature ones, I think would stick out a lot more without the extra proof. But yeah, I would say give this one a shot. If you're I wouldn't maybe recommend this as a new bourbon drinkers,
or if you're
especially at 103 proof.
If
anyway,
you're a Cleveland Browns fan, pass. Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's got. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yep.
But overall, I mean, I don't think this is going to be a difficult bottle to drink through.
No, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, this has been Bradshaw Bourbon on the Bourbon Note. I'm Ben.
I'm Greg. Cheers.